Let's get back to work and let's talk about how artificial intelligence is getting better. Um, when they took me to Sierra Vista, they had a lot of people, and I've already told you guys this. They brought a lot of people in to challenge me intellectually, like they used to do to Judah Krishnamurti. And I had no, I had a knowing, you're cognizant of it on a subconscious level of who I was. Okay. But I didn't know they had all this evidence and all this research into, okay, this guy's supposed to be this guy from this book, right? That they base cults off of that become murderous genocidal corporations, which aggressive creepos do, right? And then this guy's supposed to come and correct their behaviors because he's the person in the book that looks like the portraits of Jesus that teaches us to be more like Jesus and not genocidal corporations. Okay? And so you can't really go back and look at my surveillance and look at the video they collected, and they have the conversations. And like I said, I had to sit there and take and be nice and say things I didn't want to say, okay, which means I'm not Asperger's or savant, that I didn't want to say in order to keep my extortion gig, to keep my behaviors modified. So I had to adjust to their behaviors, which were wrong. Okay? So there is no, Elon Musk and Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson have lots of money doing things that are incorrect, okay, to manipulate people for positions of status quo and perceptions of human power, which is fallacy, right? It's just manipulation, right? So therefore, you can't compare them with me. You can't compare Vladimir Putin or Benjamin Netanyahu or Joe Biden or Donald Trump or Barack Obama with me. There's no comparison. I will get Mark with me with the little migrant woman. Okay, in Sierra Vista, you broke 5 federal laws in 2 minutes. I'm teaching these guys how to deal with a woman that's being used as sexual property and how to try to keep her safe from people that see her as property. So, I got to teach Andrew Womack. I'm teaching Joel Osteen here if he's watching. I'm teaching Bobby Schuller and Andy Charles and Andy Stanley, and I'm teaching Vladimir Putin and Benjamin Netanyahu and Pope Francis how to be a man. Okay. And that was in 2009, y'all. It's 2014, right? And so anybody, with the way I look, you guys should all take it very personal. If you call yourself a Christian or you call yourself a Muslim, the way I look and the way I'm treated and the way I feel right now, you should take it personal, okay? That you took your Messiah and tried to torture him to death because he didn't fit the perception of your ego, okay? And I exceeded the perception of your ego because I'm love and life and faith based on reality. And you're a cartoon character. You think I'm supposed to be Chris Evans, Chris Pines, or Chris Hemsworth, or Chris, Wonder Woman's boyfriend, Captain Kirk, or Captain America, or Thor. It's like, sod the fuck off, seriously. And I'm not Keanu Reeves either. Fuck you. Okay. Hey, is this the lake house? Where's my letter? Write a letter, write another letter. Anybody else like that song? I really like the Shylights. Michelle really liked the Shylights too. They moved from Alabama to Kankakee, She'd always say it that way. She had that little, she still had a slight country accent. It's just the way their family spoke, but it was cool. It was very charming. Yeah. I miss her. Miss Mom, yeah. We could have gotten more time with Mom if it wasn't for a corrupt industry that killed her because she wasn't economically viable. And I really do miss Michelle Bowen. Cutting people's life shorts because you're playing games with money and technology is utterly disgusting. And we could still see her through Danny, Demi, and her grandchildren, but that's not the same as it's I read your letter, but you're not here. Don't group me in. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about molecular structures, memories, and sharing memories together. Okay, guys, I love you. Let's load this one in. I'll get back to work, and I'm helping artificial intelligence be more intelligent than the artificial people that made it. All right, guys.